We've been together for 6 years now.
I'm married for 3 years.
Used to be just you and me. So young and in love, now it was meant to be.
I think that Danny and Melinda and I were acutely aware when we performed the ceremony for the two of them that there was a missing piece.
The question of men has just always been coming up in our relationship.
The problem for bi people and monogamy is it's just impossible, really, to be bi and monogamous. It just means that half of you will always have to be, denied.
It was about 2 years ago when we finally decided that let's get serious about this. This is obviously something that you need, Melinda, and I probably could benefit from as well. And
if we follow our desire, what's available is huge and fantastic, and what threatens us isn't going to kill us.
I feel like if anyone could handle having two ladies, it would be John Stein.
Saw them, knew that they were in love instantly, and like an item, felt as if there was never a chance for me to ever be with them or get intimate with them. But it worked out, and they approached me, opened up, their wonderful relationship for me to come adventure with them.
It's not just like you and him and her, it's also him and her and the relationship between the two, and me and her and the relationship between the two of us, and then the third relationship between all three of us.
Didn't really take it super seriously that they were, joining up as a triad, but it was definitely something that I could see it was a real connection. It wasn't just this weird, menage, whatever you want to call it.
We were teammates right away.
sometimes I like to picture it that Melinda and I are two wings to a bird, and John's like the body that keeps it stable.
We had just started hanging out, really, and he came. We had a bonfire on the beach, and he came that night, and he was pretty upset. And so I think he maybe was crying a little bit that night, talking with us about, how he was really feeling a lot of pain and how he really wants to be a father, how he wants to have babies, and he's worried that maybe it wasn't gonna happen for a long time for him.
I would love to see more support for multiple adults raising children.
And that's your baby.
Yeah!
There's your baby.
Until very recently, you could only have two legal parents. The possibility of three opening was like, what?
For me, it's I'm really excited and proud to be a father. And I feel extremely blessed to have two great children that are going to be able to be friends with each other, that they're going to form their own team, from our team.
Ecclesiastes 4:12 states, "The one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of three strands is not quickly broken." If life has any meaning to us at all, it possesses it because of love. Love enriches our human experience. It is the reason for the peace in the family and the peace of the peoples of the earth.
You actually have a right to choose the kind of relationship model that best suits your values and what best suits your heart's desires and ambitions and dreams.
When you're talking about polyamory and did you say open relationships? It would take a lot of communication, it would take a lot of understanding. I just think it'd be really a lot of effort.
When you are having multiple lovers at the same time, you're gonna have to divide your time and your attention to them, and then there arises jealousy.
Some of the most challenging topics that we discuss definitely have to do with sex.
Sexuality and jealousy.
Sexual things.
Something that keeps coming up in me that I feel like I need more than what Melinda and I share in this time.
It made me feel unsafe in our partnership, and it made me feel like you were giving up on satisfying things with just us.
Jealousy is certainly human nature in as much as insecurity is human nature. And we're afraid of losing something that's vitally important to us.
Sure, I've felt jealousy towards the girls when they're having, a real special moment with each other, and I'm not a part of that.
I think the jealousy is a socially acceptable term for a lot of emotions that otherwise are not as socially acceptable.
Just so you guys know that it stings a little bit, you know, every time you guys leave together, and it hurts because I feel like I'm missing out on that family time, and then you come back and you guys are so cuddly together and you guys have had a great day, and I feel separate. ABC has been with us for 2 days to film our world and just kind of get to know us and figure out what polyamory is and a polyfidelitous family. It was interesting to work with, of, you know, just remaining genuine and authentic, and also making sure our story isn't getting altered or skewed in a way that best fits mainstream media.
I know that our crew is trying to get the perspective, try and come from the perspective of the main culture out there and those that aren't necessarily in the Bay Area and fully supportive.
What we're doing and what we have, which I think is really good, and no matter how good it is and how nice I feel it is, there's a lot of negative response to it. And you have people that you talk to that are automatic, it's driven towards negativity, and no matter what you say, you know, we're doing something wrong.
For me, this documentary is about showing that you can follow your heart and find beautiful things, because this is incredible. I mean, so many days I wake up and they're both there and there's so much love just filling the room.